Namaste. Today I am going to share with you a counseling experience which happened a few months back. There was a young man and he came for online counseling, which I do nowadays, and he started talking about himself. He said, I'm feeling very low, I'm feeling very depressed, I'm unable to function properly, I have a good job. I asked him about his background and he said he's completed his studies and he's in a very good job also, and he's got enough recognition there, good salary, everything is fine. But he says, I am not able to do justice to my job, and everywhere I am feeling that I am failing, I am not feeling good about myself. How do I come out of this? That was his reason for coming for counseling. Then I asked him about his present life, present situation, and he said he was married recently, about 6 months back, and it was an arranged marriage. And then I asked him, how was your married life? He said married life is actually good because wife is very nice. She's quite an innocent girl, and she loves me a lot and she cares for me a lot. She does everything for me, takes care of me. So that way I can't find any fault with her. She's really very good. Then I asked him, then what is upsetting you? What is your problem? Does your problem lie? Then he said, no, actually when I was in college, he says, I was in love with one girl. We both liked each other a lot, and we used to spend a lot of time together. But after college, what happened is he started working. He got a good job and started working. She went in some other direction. She got her job. She was also working. She went with her career. And after that, they met once, and then this girl said, let's not continue this relationship. It will not work for us because I'm going in a different direction altogether. And she split up with him. So that breakup remained as a very big pain in his mind, and he became very depressed after that breakup. And that is when his parents started looking out for a girl for him, and they told him he has to get married and settled. And he also did not know what to say, because anyway this love failure was there and he was suffering from that. And so he thought, okay, let me go with what my parents say. And so very reluctantly, he says very reluctantly, he agreed to what his parents said, and they chose the girl. They went and saw 4 or 5 girls, and that's how it happens. Arranged marriages are like that. Finally, they decided on one girl, and the marriage took place. And again, he said, she's very nice. I have nothing to complain about her. But he says, my thoughts are all the time about that other girl. And recently, he said his wife went to her parents' house for 10 days. Just like that, for a little vacation. And he said, when she was not there in the house, I was even more, I was thinking about that other girl. I even tried to contact her. I just wanted to talk to her. So I called her up. But she picked up the phone and said, I'm very busy now. I cannot talk to you. I'll call you back. And she put it down. So she didn't even respond properly. I'm feeling so bad about it. And he went on and on and on. So I tried to explain to him, or I tried to make him see that because he's thinking about that girl, he is missing out on his life now, the present life, where everything is perfect. His wife is very good, full of love for him, affection for him, care for him, everything is there. But he's not able to enjoy it because of his obsession with the love which failed. Now, when I'm talking about this as an example, when I'm giving you this as an example, I am reminded of something which I came across recently in the social media. It was very nice. When I went through it, I really felt it made me think a lot, and it reminded me of this young man's problem. And in this, what happened is, the question was, what is the difference in life between our wants and our desires? Our needs and our desires. So that was the question, the need. It was not want, it was needs and desires. And the answer was so good. The answer really made me think a lot. And I thought I should share it with you also today. The answer said, there are certain things in life which we need, which are, inevitable. We need them all the time. That is, first and foremost, is the air that we breathe. All of us know how important it is. Without air, we can't stay for more than maybe 2 or 3 minutes, they say. But I really doubt whether everyone can carry on till 3 minutes without breathing. It's not easy. So 3 minutes is the maximum you can stay without air. And the next one is, of course, water. They say 3 days a man can stay without water, a human being, not more than that. Even 3 days, I don't know whether it is possible. It may be very difficult. So water is something which is again very essential. We cannot live without it. And then comes food. 3 weeks they say a human being can stay without food. But again, I am not very sure about it, but this is what is always said. Whether we can stay without food for so many days, I don't know. Maybe our Siddhas and Mahans and Rishis did it. But normal people like us, we need food, we need water, we need the air to breathe, everything we need to be comfortable. And all these are essentials. We do not have a choice whether we need to breathe, whether we need to drink water. It's not a choice. We really need it. Now the problem comes when we make certain wrong choices. Now if you take the air that we breathe, we don't really think about it. We don't make a choice. It is there around us. We breathe it in, and the oxygen also we receive. So that goes on automatically. We really can't interfere too much with it. But when it comes to water, simple plain water is what the body really needs. That is the need of the body. But the desire in the mind makes a man drink alcohol, makes a man drink things like Pepsi, Coke and other artificial drinks which contain a lot of chemicals, which contain a lot of sugar. You all know so much about it. So there again what happens is, when instead of the need, instead of fulfilling only the need, when you try to fulfill your desire, then what happens? It results in a lot of problems for the body. Sometimes for the mind also. Definitely alcohol can also create a lot of problems with the mind. So it becomes like that. Now coming to food. Food is an essential, inevitable. Without food we cannot live. All that is fine. But over and above the need for food, when a person starts looking at his own desire, then what happens is, instead of eating what is good for the body and the mind, you start eating things like a burger, a pizza and many other things, fast food, junk food, which can only cause more harm than good. It doesn't give much nourishment. It causes a lot of toxins in the body, and the body struggles to expel all these things. So that's how it is. That can cause a lot of problems. So need is something which is essential and which we need, which we really need to live. But when it comes to desire, it is something we choose to eat, we choose to drink, which can cause a lot of problems for us. Now the next one which came was very interesting. Next item or the next thing, what they spoke about was love. Every human being needs love. Definitely you get it either from your own family members. You always get it from them, even though sometimes you keep quarreling with them. Your parents, your siblings, your brothers, sisters, and then your friends, and then your colleagues, and whoever is there, definitely there is some care for you. So when a person feels that I am surrounded by people who do care for me, they do have some love for me, then this person feels very good about himself. It gives him a purpose to live. It gives him some meaning to life. And wherever he goes, the way he speaks to others, he will be able to give more love because he is receiving love. When he believes that there is enough love in his life, then definitely a human being can be good to others. He can give love, he can give care, he can speak nicely, he can behave nicely with people. His performance will be very good wherever he is, office or business or anything. But when a person feels that I do not have love in life, like the example I gave you in the beginning, there is enough love in his life. See, his wife is very good, she loves him, she cares for him, she does everything for him, he himself said all that. So this love is there in his life. But what happens is, and that is the need for a person. For every person's need is there for love. So for him that need is being satisfied, being fulfilled. But his desire is overtaking this need, and his desire is making him think of that lost love, that failed love, instead of looking at the love that is there in his life today. So that day when I did the counseling also, I tried to explain to him that because of his obsession with that past love, he is actually missing out on what is there in his life today. And that is what happens to many people. So that is why if you are able to distinguish between what is a need for you to live happily and what is your own desire, which may not always be the best thing for you. If one can differentiate between these two and make sure that your needs are fulfilled, but when it comes to your desire, little bit of analysis, whether it is really necessary or not, whether you can let go, especially when the desire is not fulfilled. Now if it comes to a goal, a business target, or any target in the office, or anything in life, you want to buy a house, buy a car, these are all goals. These are also desires. There is nothing wrong in struggling towards achieving that goal. Sometimes there are failures, but you keep moving towards the goal and you achieve. So that is a different thing. But when it comes to emotions, when it comes to people, when it comes to relationships, That is where you must understand that if your need is being satisfied, then you should be a happy person. But if your desire is taking you on a wrong course, you must be able to arrest your own mind and bring it back onto the right path, so that you can live as a happy human being, so that you can create more happiness around you, keep people around you also happy, and that is the best way to live. So analyze a little bit, think about it a little bit. What is a need and what is a desire? Whether your needs are fulfilled, whether your desires are taking you in some other direction. Think about all that and create a better life for yourself.